Howdy, I'm CyberX with Outlandishly Crafted, and this is episode 3 of Arcade Space Shooter. And I think we're gonna start on something to shoot at. So we got, well, something to shoot. So we got something to shoot at. We need something to shoot. So we've got this guy. Snowball seems to work pretty good. However, the location the snowball shoots from is like right in front of the screen, which is pretty annoying. Oh, is that not annoying, right? So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to change the position of our 3D model. And so let's do that now. So what we're going to do is we're going to move that 3D model up just a little bit. Now this is going to cause our shadow to have problems, but that's okay. What we'll do is we'll just move it down. So we're going to move this guy up, and then we'll move our shadowing down. However, we do have this issue where it definitely should not be 1-to-1. So we're going to, without Y, we're going to just drag it up just a little. Okay, and we'll save. And then really quick, because of hover, we'll just verify that we're not going under, and it doesn't look like we are. So now let's see. The goal here is to get that snowball lined perfectly up, and then we'll we can change it to a different texture. It's almost perfect. I kind of wish that it. If I put it up any higher, it's going to be in the way of the player's vision, right? Right here, you can kind of get just a nice little shot for it. The only issue is it needs to be invisible for just like a split second when we start. So let's do a few things. We need to make it smaller. We need to change the texture. We need to make it invisible for a second before it goes. So what is it? It's a bullet, which is an entity. So let's start with creating a entity, which is a snowball. Okay. So we have a snowball, and it's a projectile. Right off the bat, let's scale it to I'm going to say a quarter of its size. Okay. And then let's also do a on spawn. We want to have a sequence because there'll probably be other things we want to do. So on spawn, let's add an effect, and we want the effect to be invisibility, duration 1, amplification 1, visibility false, ambient false, display false. Okay, not bad at all. So it's down, and it doesn't show up until it's well in front of us, which is perfect. So that's excellent, just excellent. So the next thing is, well, we don't want to be shooting snowballs, so let's just cheat, like really easily. Let's load up Illustrator, which you can use any program. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm gonna jump to the vanilla resource pack, which is on an external drive, so it takes a second to load. It's gotta warm up. It's a big drive. Okay, so we're gonna grab the snowball texture. I'm just searching for it. I think it's an item. I don't think there's an actual, like, because it's a sprite. Yeah, so there's not an actual item for it, and that's how small it is when you load it on a 2K screen. So this is what we got going on. Right off the bat, you know, we could. Oh man. So let's undo both of those, and let's snap to pixel. There we go. So let's bring it into, bring it in another. I mean, I think we want it to be flat more than we want it to be. I don't know what I want to be shooting, but I don't want it to look like. Maybe I don't know what I want it to be. Okay. Regardless, let's go over and let's look at. Can we feather it 1? Feather it 2. Okay. And let's see what our effects get us. So no. Ooh. Ooh, that's kind of cool. There we go. Now we're talking. And then kind of like to invert it. I think that one's pretty good. to save that to our... Okay, it's important we save it to the same place if we're overwriting stuff. So that goes into textures, items, because it, like I said before, it's a sprite. Oh, shoot. You see that? You probably didn't see it. I had it set to black background instead of transparent by default, so I had to fix that. Okay, so before we close out of Illustrator, we need to jump in and test it in the game. We always want to jump in and test it before you close out of your software. There we go. Now we're talking. I like it. Okay, so a snowball is still an entity. Let's see what else we can do in here. We'll have to come through it and just go through all of these because there's just so many you know, spawn area cloud, like you have it do all kinds of stuff, but there's just so many options and mob effects. Interesting catch fires in both places, so that it's definitely got to be wrong for one of them. And then there's also do use fire, so my stuff's probably just outdated. I know they updated this recently. Okay, so we now have a basic projectile that we can use. So that's a good step one for this stuff. What we probably could do is say duplicate homing. I don't know. So let's try it. Homing. And then this one we have to do a runtime of snowball right now. I don't know how to get around that. Even that might not make this all work. Okay, so then we're gonna put in this one has see I don't shoot target. I don't know what that means. Multiple targets. Yeah, that's cool. Homing. Yeah, okay, sure. I think there's also yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it gets a target. Like, who's it gonna shoot? If it was coming from a projectile, then that would make a little more sense. So let's see, is it even in here? Oh, I did. That's a bad habit. so we didn't finish it because it's lazy. Okay, so it's this one. And then we need to go put in a... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me think about that. The snowball is automatically doing a whole bunch of things I'd have to replicate if I do it this way. Okay, what we should do instead is say entity slime. Oh, slime ball's not even in there. Shoot. Okay, well, we'll come back to that on the next go, because we've got the actual working first projectile. To add in more, we're gonna have to put in a BPAC with an item detector and a whole bunch of other stuff, because the snowball special, it's hard coded. So, but we don't really have to deal with that at this moment because we've got it. We can just use this one for what we're doing. Obviously, it doesn't do very much damage, so that's something that we'll also have to fix. The next thing that I want to do is I would like to so there's some cobblestone. That'll work. Okay. So I'm gonna put some cobblestone down. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, I want to be able to shoot and break a block with it. So we need to go in to snowball, and we need to put in break blocks. And this is a pain because there's no like it's just nothing. Like you just have to do it. And not all the names like even make sense. Like it just is what it is. Okay. So at some point I'll come back and add those in. So now our snowball should break these blocks. Hopefully its collision box that is big enough. Here's the moment of truth. Will this be an easy thing to do, you know, or a difficult thing to do? And let's see. Okay, let's try just to make sure, because I put a few in there. Maybe we didn't get the right name, right? Put in. Okay. So, you see they're in here. We are scaling quite a bit. Let's move this up to 1.25. 1.25. The other issue might be it's breaking on collision. And so that may trump this. We may have to change how that side of it works. Oh, we got one. Oh, yeah. So for some reason, it's not perfect. I don't know what the defining factor, though, is. Okay, so it's doable, but we have some factor. I really liked that when it did hit some of them, like a few of them broke. That felt really good. Okay, how about 1.25? So weird that they don't all break the same. I don't know. It really came together well. It's better than I thought. So there we go. This is the end of episode 3 of Arcade Space Shooter. I'll be back with another episode next time. Thanks for watching. Join the Discord. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell. Keep those overlords happy. Thanks.